Welcome to my channel where I talk about AI, tech, and stock market daily. Today, I want to talk about a series of recent incidents involving the Boeing 737, which have been making headlines and raising significant concerns about the aircraft's design, maintenance procedures, and overall safety. These incidents span the last few days and several months, but they all contribute to a growing sense of unease regarding one of the world's most widely used aircraft. Over the past few days alone, there have been 4 separate events involving Boeing 737 aircraft that have caught the attention of both aviation professionals and the public. Just recently, on December 29, 2024, a Jeju Air Boeing 737-800 crash-landed at Muon International Airport in South Korea after experiencing a sudden engine failure during approach. Tragically, 179 passengers lost their lives. This is particularly concerning because just 2 days before, on December 27, 2024, a Korean Air Boeing 737 MAX had been diverted to Beijing following an emergency in-flight malfunction, causing significant disruption for the airline. And if that weren't enough, adding to this, today, December 31, 2024, a KLM Boeing 737-800 en route from Amsterdam to Oslo was diverted to Oslo Gardermoen Airport in Norway after an issue with engine performance during flight. This diversion marked the 4th significant incident in just a matter of days, underscoring the growing concerns surrounding the 737 family. The aircraft landed safely, and no injuries were reported, but the event raised alarms across the aviation community about the ongoing safety challenges faced by these aircraft. These recent examples, especially over the past 3 days, highlight an ongoing and troubling pattern that has plagued the 737 for years. These are not isolated incidents. For instance, back on October 8, 2024, a Ryanair Boeing 737-800 made headlines after another emergency landing in Germany, also due to smoke in the cabin. Passengers had reported a burning smell shortly before the emergency landing, but thankfully, the aircraft landed safely and no one was injured. Authorities are still investigating whether this was caused by an electrical fault or another issue, but the event has only added to the concerns surrounding Boeing's 737s, especially as older models continue to age and face new safety challenges. This event has once again reignited fears about the 737 MAX, which had been grounded after the high-profile Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashes, which killed 346 people. Although the MAX series underwent extensive recertification processes after those crashes, incidents like the one in Denver still raise serious concerns about its safety. These recent incidents are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the broader issues with the Boeing 737 family. Since its introduction in 1968, the 737 has been involved in 238 fatal accidents across its various models, resulting in over 5,000 fatalities worldwide, according to the Aviation Safety Network. While these incidents span decades and cover several variants, the sheer number of fatal accidents associated with this aircraft cannot be ignored. It speaks to the challenges Boeing has faced, and continues to face, when it comes to ensuring the long-term safety of its planes. This is especially troubling given how many of these planes are still in operation today. One of the significant issues here is the age of many of the 737s still in service. Many of the 737-800S and 737NG models currently flying have been in operation for over 20 years, with some even approaching 25 years of service. The problem with older aircraft is that their parts wear out. Critical systems become more prone to failure. As an aircraft ages, the risk of malfunctions increases unless the plane undergoes frequent and detailed maintenance checks. In fact, the average operational lifespan of a commercial aircraft is typically 20 to 25 years, and beyond that, airlines are required to conduct more rigorous maintenance to ensure everything is functioning properly. The 737-800, for example, is among the most widely operated aircraft in the world, with many still in service well past their prime, raising questions about the extent to which these planes are being properly maintained. This growing concern has prompted some experts to call for stricter regulations on retiring older aircraft and upgrading essential safety systems. Boeing's 737NG models, such as the 737-800, are being asked to do more than their original design intended, and many airlines continue to fly them for financial reasons. But this creates a problem. Without updated safety features, some of these older models are increasingly vulnerable to issues like electrical failures, engine malfunctions, or as we've seen recently, pressurization issues during flights. Boeing itself has been under immense scrutiny, particularly after the 737 MAX crisis of 2019. That year, 2 crashes, the tragic Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, resulted in the deaths of 346 people, prompting regulators around the world to ground the 737 MAX fleet. After extensive modifications, the MAX series was recertified, but the recent issues involving other 737 variants have called into question whether Boeing has fully addressed all of the potential safety risks associated with the 737 family. Boeing has faced criticism from both regulators, like the FAA and the general public. The company's response to the MAX crisis, while ultimately successful in getting the planes back in the air, was seen as insufficient by many in the aviation community. In the aftermath, Boeing vowed to implement more rigorous safety checks and to improve communication with both airlines and regulators. However, the ongoing incidents suggest that more work needs to be done. The FAA has announced that it will conduct a review of the maintenance practices and operational procedures at airlines that operate Boeing 737s in light of these recent incidents. Boeing, for its part, has stated that it is committed to ensuring the safety of its aircraft. In a recent press release, Dave Calhoun, Boeing's CEO, said, "We are fully committed to the safety of air travel, and we take any incident involving a Boeing aircraft extremely seriously. We are working with regulators and airlines to understand the causes of these issues and to implement any necessary corrective measures to prevent future occurrences." Despite Boeing's commitment to safety, there are growing concerns among airlines and regulators. In response to recent incidents, several airlines have taken precautionary measures. For example, Korean Air has grounded its fleet of 737-800s for detailed inspections after the Jeju Air disaster in December. Air Canada has temporarily suspended certain 737 operations as a precaution while investigations continue. These moves are critical in ensuring passenger safety, but have also resulted in significant financial costs for the airlines involved, including disruptions to flight schedules. From a financial perspective, Boeing stock has been under pressure. In the past month alone, Boeing's share price has dropped by 4.7%, significantly underperforming the S&P 500. Analysts are closely watching these developments, as any further incidents could lead to further declines. Some believe that Boeing's diversified portfolio, with other aircraft models and military contracts, could help mitigate long-term damage, but the continuing safety concerns surrounding the 737 are difficult to ignore. The broader aviation industry is also facing reputational challenges as a result of these incidents. Air travel is statistically one of the safest modes of transportation, but high-profile accidents and emergencies involving popular aircraft like the 737 can lead to public skepticism. Airlines and manufacturers must work together transparently and proactively to address safety concerns and rebuild trust with passengers. Looking ahead, the results of ongoing investigations will likely have a significant impact on the future of the 737 program. Whether it's through upgraded maintenance protocols, new safety features, or even a more aggressive retirement schedule for older models, it's clear that changes are coming. These changes are essential for maintaining safety, not just for passengers, but for the future of the Boeing 737 and the reputation of the entire aviation industry. If you enjoyed my analysis, please subscribe to my channel for more updates on aviation, technology, and market trends. Thank you, and see you next time.